Good afternoon and welcome to Boom Market Stock Show. This is your host, Rian Hobson, and we were all shocked with the whole Facebook story and the total shutdown that actually happened, which was now on Instagram, Facebook, and also on WhatsApp. There's a lot of speculation that goes on that obviously if it's maybe a hacker that went in there, but the main speculation is actually with the whole story with the whistleblower that came actually in approximately hours before the whole entire shutdown, where the whistleblower was actually talking about Facebook and how they are not protecting the people and literally do profit over safety over people. So then that is the main speculation that goes on, that this lady, Frances Hogan, was actually literally actually talking quite a lot on this whole occasion of actually whistleblower to say that what is the information of why Facebook is taking profits basically over safety. But my argument is that is it really the case, or is it really, for me, does it make sense of what she's saying for being a whistleblower? And she actually makes some damning evidence about Facebook, about the violence that's going on, and then also about young women that comes with Instagram. And that is actually what the whole thing is. And now people are saying that Facebook, or I would say Facebook, the company entirely, is actually hiding information, and that's why they were shutting down. I will do that story after the break.
Keep your finger on the market pulse with the News Alerts tool. Stay up to date on the latest sentiment across all the major asset classes. Uncover bullish or bearish signals tied to specific assets that could be developing before major price moves, and track how news sentiment correlated with price in the past. Track the news volume on an asset, its fear index, and get a better feel for its underlying strength. All with News Alerts, your central hub for market information. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Bull Market Stock Show. This is your host, Rian Hobson. Please do subscribe to my YouTube page because we don't know how long we will be on Facebook. And then also go to my website. I also have live streaming on my website. And then there's also links with markets.com where you can register an account with $250 and then you register your account. And I will give your classes absolutely free. So please do use the links actually below. So with today's story, it's all to do with, for me personally, it's all to do with the lady in the picture. I'm actually just clicking on that, and this is actually sorry about that. I'm just, my phone, my computer's a bit crazy, but it's all to do with the whole entire Frances Hogan, and where she actually now speculate on this whole thing, that not speculated, she had actually damning where she is now the whistleblower, and that she actually now saying that she will fix basically Facebook, or the tech giant, as the post go. Facebook whistleblower Frances Hogan say that she wants to fix the company and not harm it. Now, a lot of speculation has it from, that is why Facebook actually shut down. Now, obviously, when it gets to Instagram, what she speculates, that's why young female and teenagers actually suffer from illnesses when it comes to their body and how they look. And then also on Facebook is to do with the violence that goes in. And she also put down that Facebook was the reason why there was actually a storm at the Capitol Hill. Now, to be honest with you, it's like the story with McDonald's, where they say if McDonald's reduce the amount of fat that is in the food, then people will actually basically lose weight. Listen, if you eat 50 McDonald's actually per day or per week and you get fat, whose problem is it? It's your problem. When it comes to females, for example, say for example, says a teenager, where the hell is the parents? The parents not to shut down Facebook, or to actually to create something for you so that you don't watch Facebook. And if you're a young adult, I'm sorry to say, but you're just plain and simple dumb if you believe everything on social media. To blame Mark Zuckerberg, listen, I also have my problems with Mark Zuckerberg when it comes to posting stuff, and then I got banned, and then I came back. But honestly speaking, to blame Mark Zuckerberg for people's behavior, that's absolutely nonsense. And to say that he in Facebook insinuate violence, I mean, we had several world wars, World War One, World War Two. We had all sorts of nonsense that actually happened in the past without Facebook. So to say that the platform is actually insinuating violence or actually disrupt people's lives, it's absolute nonsense. People are still having the choice if you want to be on Facebook or not, or do you want to be on Instagram or not. Besides that, there's Snapchat, there's Google search. There's quite a lot of things that goes in where you can search for information. And to say that Facebook is actually the problem of all society's violent behavior and narcissism, that's absolute crap. When, as I just said, we had all sorts of wars back in the day without Facebook. And just blame everything on Mark Zuckerberg, it's absolutely nonsense. And now she's going on that the Facebook giant must get regulated. For what? Honestly, really, for what? And it's really absolute absurd where people are blaming someone else for their behaviors. I mean, it's your behavior if you want to believe something on Facebook or to believe something on Instagram. And for parents' sake, when it comes to their kids watching these things, I mean, you are the parent. You're supposed to tell the child, hey, listen here, switch this thing off or delete the bloody app if it's not good for them. Then why are you blaming Mark Zuckerberg? It's bloody insane. I think it's absolute nonsense where the whistleblower comes in, Francis Hugen, to say basically that Facebook is to blame for everything or for the Capitol riots that went on. You don't, I mean, there was a world war. There was not even Facebook. It's absolute nonsense. To be honest with you, it's absolutely crap what is going on. I think Facebook has nothing to do with people's lives. That is people's choices at the end of the day. If you are persuaded by Facebook, get off Facebook. Or get off Instagram. There's nothing that this guy can do to protect you. He doesn't have a gun to your head, nor a knife to your neck. So there's absolutely nothing you can do. I don't like Facebook. So to be simple, I got also banned from Facebook, but I don't blame Facebook for my behaviors. That's absolute nonsense. So that is it from my side today. That was just my 2 cents on Facebook because the market is basically flat. So there's nothing that we can basically do to that. But please don't forget, 4 p.m. there's news. And also don't forget to subscribe for my YouTube page. And also you can go to my website where you can also listen to my podcast live. That's it from my side. Bye-bye.